We're back into game 2. They're just setting up at the moment. Pardon me. Front row seat for cough shenanigans. Having lost game 1, Carl chooses odds. This time I'll actually remember and pay attention to that one. The early game is really going to help indicate if Carl has any outs for this ultimates into zombie potential lockdown. Clearly missing 1 and 2 hurt pretty badly, and then not curving out until after an ultimate Spider-Man was already in play. It was maybe the icing on the cake right before, right on 3. So they both drop and pass. This will be a Wesley initiative. Which, frankly, for how Spider Stall works, I assumed Wes would have been chasing evens anyway. So having Carl take the odds after losing to Wes, having just a bonkers bunch of outplays for a limited board, doesn't necessarily feel like it's going to solve the issue. But I also really want to see a bunch of Hulk smashes get played. So I'm low-key rooting for Carl to make some waves on this one. Maybe not so low-key. Another one. Whiff on 1, whiff on 2 for Carl. A little painful. Oh, Wes really chasing the draw. Swings too direct and then purposely evades just for the draw ditch. Carl's not having any of it. He ain't waiting for that shit. Resource down. There we go. Soups on 3. Well, there's some non-uniqueness for the rest of the game. That's going to get our ultimate. I mean, it's a spider stall. He has a cardiac. I don't know if I can think of a game he's going to prioritize the cardiac over the ultimate Spidey. Web counter's live. Web counter's not actually going to do anything yet. It's a solid opportunity to put in a little bit of work. I suspect Aunt May swing. Target Superman red. Okay, yeah, that's right. Carl targets and then did Wes hit the ESU? That is the question. Not hitting ESU is going to help Carl get to the late game in a solid way, I think. Oh, I see. Wes is just indicating how he can correctly apply cosmic counters. Because this should be an 8 attack swing. That's right. Booyah. And there's the reinforcement we were waiting for. Expect West to eagerly draw discard. Yep. Like, really, there's no reason you wouldn't. You're always going to take the mythical card and throw away a healing factor. Moving on to 4. True to form, it'll probably be zombie again. If he ever plans to swing with it, that won't be a bad call either. I'm not sure if he's paranoid about KO. Or there's the ESU. Delayed. Well, well, well. It's my favorite version of play for this. Well, when I say favorite, I mean hateful, and I wish it would die in a fire. But you just can't argue the sheer mass of web counters that he's able to produce if he decides from here on out to focus on the zombie approach. Superman Red keeping it viable, but it is interesting that from here on out he's going to get guaranteed swings since Superman has no cost. Web counters cannot be used against him. So Carl may have an accidental out for this. We'll see if Wes realizes or not. I suspect he does. I think he's walked through this scenario before. Team swing on Soups. Going for the brick. Unexpected. 9-9 to the 8. For the record, this is fine to let through. But now that the door is open to losing an ultimate Spidey, I think you gotta fight for it, which is a little taxing because that might have been his 5 right there. If we see another power-up, I won't be surprised. Yep, I won't be surprised if Black Cat goes digging. Indebted first. Okay. This is getting a little bit out of hand. What should have been a safety swing is becoming a power-up war. Two cards in hand for West, 3 for Carl. West throws away his 7. Because who cares? It's just a spider stall. Cadmus for the power up from the row. From the row? Yep. That's a replace, I believe. Yep. Clearly he's not quite used to putting into play face down yet, but that's fine. Slaughter Swamp. Alright. That illuminates a little more of this willingness to throw away your curve options. Throws away a Claws. 1 card left in hand. And what is this Black Cat doing over here not swinging, I wonder? Oh, man. Carl, I salute you, sir. That was 100% what you needed to do and 100% what you needed to work. And that's just a crying shame it didn't pan out. But I mean, to be fair, the stun back really doesn't hurt Carl as much as the light hand is going to cost Wes. So, can I use death or is it too late? Death. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't think it's too late. I think that should be fine. I mean, when you're text only, it's a little hard to accommodate the nature of a double pass. And he's shorthanded death, so I think Wes was thinking death the 10 drop and wondering, hey, it's not on your list. Because that's what I was doing. And the loss of the swamp is really, really, really going to suck. That might be the outplay that Carl needed to see. Right there. Because with one card in hand that we know isn't a Spider-Man, Wes has to top it. However, with 2-card draw, check 2, keep 1, and another draw discard, he can dig 5 deep to try to get something that's going to get him back in fighting shape. So it's just a question of can he crack the zombie or a method to play the zombie. Here comes World Breaker. Another underdrop after that Power of Fiesta. World Breaker could actually do a reasonable job of work. Although at the moment, there's nothing he'll stun back off of. And here's the turn 5. Let's see what happened. He rips the Indebted. So this should be a zombie. Oh, a little bit of technical difficulty here. Yep. Misappropriation as his equipment hate. There it is. Just like that, Wes wrestles control of the board again. We definitely will. Yeah. 7 to exhaust everything, but this is the costless. Yeah. If that was a 5 drop, my friend, if that was a Superman 5, you would have had 1 swing. That's rough. But by no means over, because we probably are not going to see turn 6 Wolverine going ham for Galactus stats multiple times this game. Not with 2 cards camped in his hand. Off to 6, where we find out. Now, what I really like to see from Carl here is the biggest play he can make. 6, whatever. Just render those counters as useless as possible. But looks like Carl's offering the handshake. I see. Bloodsport with soups. Oh, I see. He wanted a defensive Bloodsport on that team attack from the last game, but he couldn't make it halt. Yes, so Hulk concedes with Wesley is asking if he's sure, which is fair, honestly, because like I'm looking at the lists, I see everything in front of me clearly. Carl's not. I don't know. If if it's me, I'd play it out just to see. But you know, with all the varying schedules of all the competitors, we never know. Carl seems to want to end regardless. Or all right. So with that, Carl takes temperature of the board on turn 6 and decides it's untenable and offers the handshake for game. So that's it. Wes wins this one in a 2-0. More to come.